Yo, peoples, qushu 92 here, and I feel better than ever. For those who don't know, I've been going through a bout of heavy nasal congestion and a sore throat, and it's been messing with me all week. But now I can sniff. I can sniff around. I can laugh without even going into a coughing fit. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. So I'm so happy to bring you welcome back to more Bleach. We are here at the penultimate showing of Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War Season 3. Because if we're going through the same format as we done with the previous episodes, that means that the next episode we get will be 2, and that'll bring an end to Season 3 of the 1,000 Year Blood War. Last episode with Nemu Kurotsuchi, also known as Nemuri number 7. I thought it was a fantastic episode. But now, it's time to see what happens next for Bleach 1,000 Year Blood War. So, let's go! Ooh, where are we? Who is this? Look at that smug face. Who are these two people? Oh, we're picking up Ohana. Oh! Okay, so we now know that this is a very young Shunsui. But we pick up right after Shunsui used his Bankai. I told you, didn't I? Don't think that a mere Soul Reaper's Bankai can kill God's messenger. Okay, look at this dude acting like he Hexus from Fern Gully. What in the world? That's what despair looks like, Shunsui Kuraku. Your weapon cannot kill me. Not even severing my head with spiritual pressure could kill me. Those who are sinful feel despair when they see me. I just feel like, why did you decide to look like one of the dumbest birds in the world? I am God's messenger, granted with special privileges. There is nothing you sinners can do against this messenger of God. How exactly do you expect anyone to take you seriously when you're looking at him with an whoa! Just raising your hand, beam of light. Kyoraku's hurt though. The dude literally just had a beam of light go through his midsection. This is serious though, when one of the oldest captains of the entire Gote 13, when their Bankai cannot kill an individual. Oh, NANAO! Okio. What in the world? Also, what is this thing about NANAO's mother? Okay, NANAO wants her Zanpakuto back. You can have it back. Your Zanpakuto, Kyokotsu. So who remembers the little girl part of the Kyokatsu, not Kyoka, but Katen Kyokotsu? So that actually, what in the world? Woo! She came out the shadow of his face! Woo! I know Katen Kyokotsu is split up into Katen and Kyokotsu, but you're saying she's my Zanpakuto? Bruh's been using 2 Zanpakuto. Yes, but not quite. You see, Ohana gave birth to Okio and hid your Zanpakuto. It was at your mother's behest. But why? The Issei family is a matrilineal family. Only women have been born according to the records. For that reason, they adopted sons-in-laws from other families. But it was said that all the men who married into the Issei family died early because of the Issei curse. Some laughed the curse off as something ridiculous, but she didn't see it that way. She wanted to put an end to the curse, so she married into another family knowing it would end the Issei bloodline. But in the end, her husband too died shortly after. Kyoraku's brother. She was my older brother's wife. I didn't get along with my brother, but that changed after she came to our family. His house became a much more comfortable place. I go visit them often just to take some naps. You know, some homes do be like that. But then, my older brother died. She was sent back to the Issei family. It's a story all too common in noble families. You see, she made up her mind to leave her family behind, but in the end, she could not escape them. The women of Issei are unable to escape the Issei family or the Issei curse. It may be because of this sword. She was desperate to keep her unborn daughter away from the curse. So I took the sword and had Okio, who loved playing hide and seek, hide it. Huh? Huh? You grabbing into the space of your mask? That's a void? Woo! I understand that you do not want me to have this sword, Captain. But is that truly for my sake? Just as my mother made her own decision to rid the curse, I've made my own decision to accept it. Okay. Look at the resolve. Besides, even if I am cursed, I wouldn't let, in fact, the person I admire would probably just smile and say that a curse is ridiculous. I'm sure that sword will. Can I just say the animation for this entire season has been absolutely top tier? The Issei family is a family of priests. They administer rites and do not possess their own Zanpakuto. The head of the family passes down a single Zanpakuto through the generations. It is a sword without a blade used for rituals. The sword cannot be used to cut people down. It is said to have the power to confront a god by withstanding its power and disperse it in all directions. Look at it! It is known as Shinken Hakyoken! This sword can confront gods and reflect their powers. If it appears shiny in your eyes, it means it is reflecting the light of God that you are emitting. Now going! We're going back in time. When Kyoraku was a captain, when NANAO first saw Kyoraku and started to recognize him, NANAO noticing that he has the same hairpins that not only NANAO's mother had, but also that of his older brother. Oh no! Don't be talking about Aizen. Lieutenant Aizen is so hot. No, he bad news. While NANAO couldn't truly wield a Zanpakuto of her own, she was exceptionally good at Kido. Yeah, NANAO recognized him when he visited. Back to NANAO versus Liebaro! There's no sword that can kill me. Woohoo! To think that NANAO's mom was executed because she chose to give Shunsui the Shinken Hakyoken. Like, look at this! Look at all of this glorious, brilliant light. Ooh, Kyoraku! This is the reason why I love Kyoraku as a character! Let's go, NANAO! Let's go! I love these intermission images here. I would love to make these into, like, wallpapers. She got a cut on her leg. She's cut on both her legs. And Lie charging up this spirit bomb. Listen to my trompete and die. All this time that Kyoraku's been looking after NANAO. The resolve of a lieutenant and their captain. Wow! A giant chunk of the city is gone. Woo! Dude is crumbling all over. Like, look at the imagery. The imagery of this spray of gold everywhere. Bleach number 37. Shadow's gone. Dude said, like, let's meet up with the others. On second thought, after we take a short break. Bullet, claw, battle flag, short sword. With my fingers bent, I wait for you. Bleach number 38. Friend. I like this episode. I really did. All right. I like this episode, focusing on, like, the history of Kyoraku and NANAO's history as well. Come to find out that her Zanpakuto is a Kyokotsu? So, Shunsui's been wielding two different Zanpakuto at the same time. Like, we've always seen it as Katen Kyokotsu. But NANAO's Zanpakuto is Kyokotsu. Now, and then finding out that her family line, you know, the Issei family line, has this curse that just permeates throughout the entire family, that NANAO's mother wanted to get away from that by trying to marry into another family or be with another family, but the husbands always end up dying early, and despite her best efforts, she got sent right back to the Issei family. Then she takes the Shinken Hakyoken, which is that ritual blade that NANAO used to basically disperse all of Lie Baro, who for some odd reason decided, you know what? I don't look terrifying enough. Let me make myself have an extra long snake neck mixed with a weird slitted pupiled owl head for some reason and still call myself God's messenger. Okay, so, and her using the abilities of that blade to basically just repel everything that Lie was doing, despite suffering some damage herself. I thought this was quite well done. Compared to the last episode where we saw Kyoraku using all of his abilities and whatnot, this being a nice moment for NANAO, I liked it. One thing I do need to note is just how busted Lie Baro is. Dude raises his hand and he shaves off a giant portion of the Varvelt. He just, the amount of destruction we just witnessed was even worse than when Yamamoto used his Zanka no Tachi Bankai and then just tapped the ground and a fissure just opened up when he was fighting Yuha in like the first season. Lie just raises his hand and a beam of light just erases everything in front of him. Like that's why you doing that? You ain't got to take out the entire city. Why you being extra? Why you trying to show off the very first Quincy who gained power? You know, you look at Lie Ball right now and it's hard to tell that he used to be a brother. I'm just saying, it's kind of hard to tell. Dude went from being one of the smoothest looking black dudes to being a straight up owl monster. You can't even tell. You can't tell, but that's just me prattling on. Overall, I did enjoy this episode. Now, if they are still keeping with how they do episodes for Bleach, then we should get the final 2 episodes for this season next Saturday, if my assumption is correct. If they do that, then it's going to be a hot minute before we get like the final season for 1,000 Year Blood War, because they're not going to pack everything into this season because there's still so much to cover. And I feel like the next season, I think season 4 will be the last one, and that's when everything will come to a head, and the Bleach series will officially end for the anime. So, yeah. So if they keep with this, then the last 2 episodes will probably be a double episode next Saturday, and that'll be the end of season 3. But overall, I want to say I enjoyed this episode. The animation is just, my God. Did you ever think that when you watch Bleach's very first episode, did you ever think that the level of quality that these recent 1,000 Year Blood War arc episodes have shown would be this gorgeous? Did you ever think that we would get here to this point? I didn't, but seeing it now, we are being blessed in our eyes. But overall, I enjoyed it. You guys let me know what you thought of this episode as a whole down in the comments below. All I can say to you, if I don't see you again, is hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. And thank you to all of my moderators and members who help make what I do possible.